Change up a second. So it really feels like the pressure is on. We're down to 4 weeks left before our photo shoot and before we have to present the best of ourselves.
And I'm just not feeling it. It's really, it all comes down to the injury, which is like an ebbs and flows. It comes back. I'll go into a workout and then I can't work out again for 2 or 3 days and I'm just like plateauing.
There's a lot of pressure on this final month. I feel like I probably should be in better shape at this stage, 2/3 of the way through, than I am currently. But I don't know, maybe there's going to be a lot of physical change in the next 4 weeks, especially when we start cutting in the last 2 weeks.
So yeah, the guys are doing awesome. We're noticing big change in there, especially upper body. Everyone's looking leaner but also bigger, which is nice. And the most important thing for us is all the weights are going up.
There's a thing that I assume they probably taught us before, but Amber reinforced it and I finally got it, which is doing squats about focusing on pushing outwards on the way down and on the way up.
So I'm going to sit down into the squat, I'm going to push out this way as if I'm ice skating and really drive up. So, because any time your knees fall in, that's knee valgus, that's bad. We don't want that, it puts pressure on the ligament. So we want the knees going out as much as possible.
Because I'd basically given up on doing squats, so I'm kind of looking forward to going to the gym by myself and being able to do squats again.
So when you grab the bar, stick your chest out and really squeeze into the, so I'm doing this with my hands.
Can you see how he
So I
pulls
squeeze
all this
in.
together?
Yeah.
And it flattens that up.
So going from that to
Yes,
that.
very good, very good.
Okay.
So we got introduced to deadlifts today, which are interesting. I had great trouble doing deadlifts. Because of my knees and my issues with my glutes and my lower back, I wasn't able to properly get down into the position that you need to be able to do a deadlift. Which was funny because I kept falling backwards when I tried to stay in that position.
Hips up high. Pee!
I want to be the very best. Oh no. Hey look, where's Pikachu? There's Pikachu! Pikachu! Pikachu, I found you!
It's probably I would say one of the hardest forms, technical techniques to get correctly. Because even by the end of the session, I still didn't quite get what the hell they were trying to get me to do with my back and shoulders and stuff. It's just difficult, but I can see the benefit.
How's the view, Adam?
Oh, I've got a great view just here. Go again, Ron, go again. Oh, yeah.
You know, I felt like they were pushing us harder than they normally did. In fact, I felt that they were making us do more reps or more sets on the circuit. It felt really cheeky.
Drag.
Yeah.
Cha-cha.
I don't think that one counted when your knee was on the front.
Yeah.
Maybe if we keep talking, they won't realise that we're not working out.
Cha-cha!
Because there's 3 of us and only 2 of them at Active Lifestyle, there's always the ability to kind of just cheat a little bit when no one's looking. So you're doing push-ups and they look away and you just go, you stop a little bit because you're freaking tired. And then they look again, so you just go back into push-ups. I've invented a new way to do this, where what you do is sit down.
That's good, I like that.
Right, right.
Start of week 9, and I can tell my body it's catching up on me, my age, 34. I've always had terrible knees, and now 8 weeks to this point of doing leg exercises, my knees are starting to really feel the pain, and they're really starting to give out. And I think that's had a bit of a roll-on effect to making my hip flexor quite sore as well.
I feel old, and I think it's just years and years of not doing physical exercise or activities in general. My main issue is that I injured my neck a long time ago, and it's just sort of started to resurface. And it's now up to me, and I presume us and maybe many of you guys, to kind of undo what has been done.
Even though I'm achieving my reps and my sets and my goals, my body is starting to ache, especially my lower back. I have I've started to do foam rolling every night for my glutes and my thighs, but even then my back is obviously taking a lot of the strain at the moment, and it's just constantly a little bit niggly, which is annoying.
We're all just falling apart. It's the worst.
They wouldn't give him an MRI.
So quite early on, I discovered that recovery time was getting significantly better, and it just continues to do so. It's actually crazy how after every week you notice yourself being able to think straight and walk and consider eating food and, you know, having discussions and joking around and stuff. You bounce back a lot quicker.
Like 10 minutes later and I'm feeling like pretty well recovered, so there's that kind of cardio fitness cranking up. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens by the end of the 3rd month, once I can just kind of trim it all down and then shave it all off and then tan it all up.
I have genuinely noticed my posture improving without even, I've started to work on posture over the last couple of weeks, but even before that, the posture was getting a little bit better. And I think with things like that, you just, as you strengthen your whole body, it gets better.
Kind of these kind of exercises.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sorry, what exercise?
Yeah, we all doing glute bridges. We were like that. Yeah.
You need to bend your knees a bit more, Rowan.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Week 11 and we've come to the pools to chill out in the spa.
Because we are injured.
Yeah.
We're all hurting.
All of us have got our aches and pains, and I guess we just kind of need to chill out, and a spa is a good way to do that.
I'm gonna do my neck then. I'm gonna get down here. Like this.
Get in there. Nice.
And this is me. What I have learned is that when you screw your neck, you screw your whole body.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
I was fine before we did the fitness series, and then started working out the muscles in the body and stuff, and then everything just started to fall apart. Like I've mentioned this a few times now, but first of all my hip flexor, then old knee recurring injury from childhood just started flaring up. Now, oddly enough, my elbow.
If you are that person who has been sedate for most of your life, you can get to a place where you are much stronger and these injuries won't happen, and you actually will build proper posture and you will build muscle around your bones to support you.
It's almost like the transitional stage is the thing that hurts.
Yep.
So if you guys have been wondering throughout this fitness series, why does Rowan look a bit strange? We've had comments like he looks drunk. We've had, like, it's something.
Did he have surgery on his face?
Surgery or something, yeah. So for the last 2 months, I've had this stuff called Epidix, which is like this cream you put on, which basically just clears away sunspots. And all it did is it basically makes your face look like, goes red and looks like crap for really bad for a few weeks, and then it just starts to fade away. Your face just turns into a scabby mess. But it's for the long-term benefit of looking like a model. And I've been wearing makeup in every video we've been filming for the last 2 months. Yeah.
And here's a little montage of Rowan's face from the last 2 months.
I want you to have this cookie.
No, it's fine. You have it, Rowan.
I want you to know that I've noticed how much work you've been doing. Guys, I wanted to do this for you because I've seen how hard you've been working lately.
Okay, so of course we can't come to the pools without going on the hydro slide, right? So here Rowan goes.
I'm like a kid again. Oh man, why don't we ever stop doing that?
I don't know.
I have not ever stopped doing that. I love theme parks and water slides. Wow.
Go on, you can do it. Done. Reach dreams.
Bye. That was awesome. Is that last fight? You're like, ah!
Yeah. Don't forget.